25th, 1911. 4:40 p.m. Close your eyes. You are on the 9th floor of the Ash Building, Washington Place and Green Street, New York City. You're a seamstress at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory. Your hands are guiding fabric through a sewing machine. Around you, 250 other workers, mostly young women. The room is packed. Fabric everywhere. Wooden floors. In the next 18 minutes, 146 people will die in one of America's deadliest workplace disasters. But 354 survived. The question is, would you? Let me paint you the picture. It's Saturday afternoon, almost quitting time. You started work at 7 a.m., 9.5 hours ago. Your shift ends at 4:45 p.m. 5 more minutes. You make $6 a week. About $180 in today's money. For 52 hours of work, right now, you're tired. Your back hurts from hunching over the machine all day. Your fingers are sore from guiding fabric. The air is thick with cotton dust. You can see it floating in the light from the windows. Around you, some workers are already putting on their coats, cleaning up their stations, getting ready to leave. Everything is normal, routine, safe. The Triangle Shirtwaist Company occupies the top 3 floors of this building, 8th, 9th, and 10th. The owners are Max Blank and Isaac Harris. They're up on the 10th floor right now. They employ mostly immigrant women, Italian, Jewish, teenage girls, women in their 20s, because they work for less, because they don't complain. The doors, most of them are locked. The Green Street exit on your floor, locked from the outside. Why? To prevent theft, the owners say. To stop unauthorized breaks. This is normal in 1911. Standard practice. Nobody questions it. The building passed its last fire inspection. Technically legal. Technically safe. There are 4 ways out of this building. 2 passenger elevators. 2 freight elevators. 1 stairwell that opens inward. The Washington Place stairs. And 1 fire escape. A single iron ladder on the exterior wall. It ends at the 2nd floor. Not the ground floor. The 2nd floor. Under the cutting tables on the 8th floor, fabric scraps have been piling up for 2 months. Cotton. Linen. Nobody has cleaned them out. The floors are wood. The tables are wood. Everything is wood and fabric. Perfect fuel. But nobody's thinking about fire right now. You're thinking about going home. About dinner. About Sunday. 4:40 p.m. In 5 minutes, someone on the 8th floor will yell fire. In 18 minutes, 146 people will be dead. But right now, everything is fine. You have no idea what's coming. Nobody does. And that's when it starts. 4:45 p.m. 8th floor. 1 floor below you. A bin of fabric scraps catches fire under a cutting table. Nobody knows exactly how. A cigarette. A match. Doesn't matter. The fire starts small. But fabric? It burns fast. And there are 2 months of scraps piled up. Someone yells. Fire. On the 9th floor where you are, you hear it. Faint at first, then louder. Shouting from below. You smell smoke. Not much, just a hint. Most people around you keep working. They think it's nothing. A trash can fire. Happens sometimes. But you notice the shouting isn't stopping. It's getting louder. Here's the first decision that kills people in every disaster. Normalcy bias. The belief that everything will be fine, that someone else will handle it, that it's not that bad. Psychology research shows that in emergencies, the average person delays action by 60 to 90 seconds. Waiting, watching, hoping it's not real. Those 60 seconds kill. Decision, point 1. You smell smoke. You hear shouting from below. Most people around you are still working. Do you? A. Stay at your station. Wait for official instruction. It's probably nothing. B. Move toward an exit immediately. Check the situation yourself. Think carefully. What would you actually do? Comment your answer. A or B. Here's what happened. About 30% of people on the 9th floor reacted immediately. They moved toward exits right away. 70% waited. Some for 30 seconds. Some for a full minute. The people who waited that extra 60 seconds, most of them died, because by the time they realized it was real, the exits were jammed. The smoke was thick. 60 seconds was the difference between life and death. If you chose A, if you waited, you just cut your survival chances in half. If you chose B, if you moved immediately, you're still alive. Let's keep going. 4:46 p.m. 1 minute since the fire started. The 8th floor is fully engulfed. Fire spreads faster than you think. Not like in movies. Fabric burns at 500 to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. The tables are coated in machine oil. The floors are 100-year-old pine. Dry. Resinous. The fire doubles in size every 30 seconds. Minute 1. Small fire. Minute 2. Entire room. Minute 3. Floor to ceiling flames. Physics doesn't care about your hope that it'll slow down. The workers on the 8th floor are evacuating, but the fire is rising. Heat rises, smoke rises, and you are directly above it. The smoke is coming up through the floorboards, through the elevator shafts. You can see it now. Gray, thick. The smell hits you. Burning fabric, burning wood. Your throat starts to burn. Now the 9th floor knows. The fire is real. Women are standing up, grabbing coats, moving. Here's where it gets complicated. There are 250 people on this floor. 4 ways out. 1. The Green Street door. It's locked. Always locked. The key? Nobody knows where it is. 2. The Washington Place stairs. This door opens inward. If people pack against it, it won't open. 3. The elevators. 2 of them. Capacity about 12 people each. Maybe 4 or 5 trips before the heat damages them. 4. The fire escape. 1 fire escape for 500 people spread across 3 floors. And here's what you don't know yet. It's not rated for that weight. So you're standing there. Smoke getting thicker. Heat building. People pushing past you. And you have maybe 60 seconds to make the next choice. Let me tell you about Gaspar Mortellalo, elevator operator, 26 years old. When the alarm rang, he was on a break on the 1st floor. He didn't have to go back up. He could have walked out and been safe. Instead, he ran to his elevator. And he started going up and down, rescuing people. First trip, 12 people. Second trip, 15 people crammed in. Third trip, 18 people. The elevator shaft is becoming a chimney. Hot air rising. The car is getting hotter with each trip. Fourth trip. People are screaming from the heat, but Gaspar keeps going. By trip 7, the cables are starting to fray, but he keeps going. Gaspar made 12 trips total. He saved an estimated 150 people. On trip 13, the elevator failed. The cables gave out, but by then he'd already saved more people than the entire fire department would rescue. He survived the fall. Broken bones, burns, but he lived. And 150 people lived because he made a choice. While Gaspar is running his elevator, two different things are happening at the stairwells. Washington Place stairs. Open. People are escaping. Slow. Crowded. Smoke-filled. But moving. About 100 people will escape this way. Green Street door. Locked. 20 or 30 women are pounding on it. Screaming. Trying to break it down. They can't. It's solid wood. The lock won't budge. No one has the key. The women who reach that door and turn back. Many survive. The women who stay, trying to force it. Most die. This is decision fatigue. The unwillingness to abandon a failing plan. You pick an exit. It's blocked. Do you keep trying to force it, or immediately find another route? Science says abandon and adapt. Instinct says keep trying. And instinct kills. 4:48 p.m. 3 minutes since the fire started. The 9th floor is chaos now. Smoke is waist-high in places. Your eyes are burning. Your lungs are screaming. The temperature has risen 30 degrees in 2 minutes. Here's what you need to understand about smoke. Smoke kills faster than fire. Most people in fires don't burn to death. They suffocate. Carbon monoxide, cyanide from burning synthetics. You have 3 to 5 breaths of heavy smoke before you lose consciousness. That's it. And you're breathing hard because you're scared, which means you're consuming oxygen faster. People are making different choices. Some at the windows, breaking glass. Some still trying the Green Street door. Some lined up at elevators. Some have gone to the fire escape. And then you hear screaming from outside. The fire escape is collapsing. The fire escape was built for maybe 20 people at a time. Right now, there are 50 people on it. The iron is old. The bolts are rusted. The weight is too much. Decision point 2. The elevators are still running but crowded. Long line. The Washington Place stairs are open but filling with smoke. The fire escape is accessible from the windows, but you just heard it collapsing. Do you? A. Wait in line for the elevator, controlled descent, but time is running out. B. Take the Washington Place stairs, smoke-filled, but definitely works. C. Risk the fire escape, fastest route, but structural failure. There's no perfect answer here. Only survival math. Comment A, B, or C, and tell me why. Here's what the data shows. People who took option A, the elevators. 30% survival rate. When the elevators stopped working, they were trapped. People who took option B, the Washington stairs. 70% survival rate. Smoke inhalation, but most made it. People who took option C, the fire escape. 20% survival rate. The escape collapsed completely at 4:50 p.m. 20 people fell to their deaths. The math was brutal. Slower was safer. Faster was deadlier. And nobody had time to calculate the odds. 4:50 p.m. 5 minutes since the fire started. The 9th floor is an inferno. Flames are coming through the floorboards. The ceiling is starting to collapse. The windows are exploding from the heat. And here's where it gets worse. The people who couldn't get to an exit, they're at the windows now. 8th floor windows, 9th floor windows, 100 feet above the street. The crowd below is watching. Firefighters are setting up nets, but the nets are rated for falls from maybe 20 feet, not 100 feet, not at terminal velocity. And then someone jumps. A young woman from the 9th floor window. She doesn't make it to the net. The impact kills her instantly. Then another person jumps. Then another. The nets tear. They can't handle the force. Firefighters are screaming for people to stop jumping. But what choice do they have? Burn or jump? Those are the only options left. Let me tell you about what happened on the 10th floor. The top floor, where the owners were. Max Blank and Isaac Harris. When the fire started, they had a decision too. They could have opened the stairwell to the roof. They could have sent word down to the 9th floor that there was a roof exit. They didn't. They saved themselves and their families. They went to the roof and escaped to the neighboring building. They survived. But they never opened that route to the workers below. Some workers on the 10th floor figured it out themselves. About 70 people from the 10th floor made it to the roof. Students from NYU next door threw ladders across. Everyone on the 10th floor who reached the roof survived. But the workers on the 9th floor? Most of them never knew the roof was an option. The door to the 10th floor was locked too. Information kills as surely as fire. 4:52 p.m. 7 minutes since the fire started. This is the critical moment. The moment when decisions stop mattering. When physics takes over. The 9th floor is fully engulfed. Anyone still inside is dead or dying. The jumpers are still coming. By the end, 62 people will have jumped. None will survive the fall. The firefighters below are helpless. Their ladders only reach the 6th floor. The water from their hoses can't reach the 9th. All they can do is watch and try to catch bodies that fall at 120 miles per hour. 18 minutes. That's how long the entire disaster took. From first flame to last victim. 18 minutes. By 4:55 p.m., the fire department has control. The flames are out. But the building is a tomb. Bodies inside. Bodies outside. Bodies in the elevator shaft. The final count, 146 dead. 49 died on the 9th floor from smoke and fire. 19 died on the 8th floor. 58 jumped to their deaths. 20 died when the fire escape collapsed. 354 people survived. Most from the 8th floor and 10th floor. Some from the 9th who made it to the Washington stairs in time. Some who Gaspar Mortillalo carried down in his elevator. The youngest victim was 14 years old. The oldest was 43. Most were in their teens and 20s. Immigrant women. Italian names. Jewish names. They came to America for opportunity. They died because doors were locked and fire escapes failed. Now let's talk about the decision you didn't get to make. The decision that was made for you. The locked doors. In disaster psychology, this is called environmental restriction. When the environment itself removes your choices. The Green Street door was locked. The key was missing. By the time someone found a supervisor with a key, it was too late. That locked door killed approximately 25 people who might have escaped. Here's the thing about workplace safety. It's not about your decisions. It's about the decisions made before you even show up. Building design, emergency exits, training, equipment. The workers at Triangle didn't fail. The system failed them. But here's a decision some people did make. A moral one. When the fire started, some supervisors helped workers evacuate. Some opened doors. Some guided people to exits. Others saved themselves first. Left workers behind. Locked doors behind them. Imagine you're a floor supervisor. You have a key to the locked exits. The fire is spreading. Smoke is rising. Do you A. Unlock doors and help others evacuate? Risk your life to save others. B. Save yourself first. You have a family. You have responsibilities. There's no easy answer. Survival instinct says, save yourself. Morality says, help others. Comment, A or B. Be honest about what you would actually do. Here's what the records show. Several supervisors stayed and helped. They unlocked doors, guided people, stayed until the last person was out. Some of them died doing it. Others saved themselves, ran for the exits, didn't look back. All of them survived. The data is clear. Helping others in this scenario was often fatal. Being selfish was often survival. That's the brutal calculus of disaster. So if you chose B, you would probably survive. If you chose A, you might be a hero. But you might also be dead. That's the choice. 4:58 p.m. 18 minutes since the fire started. The fire is out. The building still stands. The 1st through 7th floors are fine. The 8th, 9th, and 10th floors are destroyed. The street below is chaos. Bodies covered with sheets. Families searching for daughters, sisters, mothers. The morgue can't handle this many bodies. They set up a temporary morgue on a pier. Families line up to identify their dead. The Triangle Fire becomes front-page news across America, not just because of the death toll, but because of what it revealed. That workers had no protection. That owners could lock doors and face no consequences. That profit mattered more than safety. That the system was broken. Max Blank and Isaac Harris, the owners, were charged with manslaughter. The trial lasted 3 weeks. They were acquitted. The jury found that they couldn't prove the owners knew the doors were locked. 3 years later, Blank was fined $20 for locking a door in a different factory. $20. The families of the victims sued. They settled for $75 per death. $75. The owner's insurance company paid them $400 per casualty. They made a profit from the fire, but the public rage was unstoppable. This fire changed everything. Within 6 months of the Triangle Fire, New York State created the Factory Investigating Commission. They inspected 1,836 factories. They found violations everywhere. Locked doors, blocked exits, no fire escapes. Over the next 4 years, they passed 36 new laws. Fire safety codes, building codes, labor laws. These laws became the model for the entire country, and eventually, they led to the creation of OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Every fire exit sign you see today, every sprinkler system, every fire drill, every unlocked emergency door, every building code that says you can't lock exits, they all trace back to March 25th, 1911. 146 people died. But their deaths created the modern workplace safety system. Let's be specific about what changed. Law number 1. Exit doors in commercial buildings must open outward and remain unlocked during business hours. Before Triangle, owners could lock doors. After Triangle, illegal. Criminal charges if violated. Law number 2. Buildings over 3 stories must have multiple fire escapes rated for full occupancy. Before Triangle, 1 fire escape was legal. After Triangle, minimum 2 escapes, structurally certified. Law number 3. Maximum occupancy limits based on square footage and exit capacity. Before Triangle, no limits. Pack as many workers as possible. After Triangle, strict capacity formulas, enforced by inspectors. Law number 4. Automatic sprinkler systems required in factories and high-occupancy buildings. The Triangle building had no sprinklers. Today, required by code. Violations mean shutdown. Law number 5. Regular fire drills and evacuation training mandatory. Before Triangle, optional. Most workers never practiced evacuation. After Triangle, required monthly drills, documented and inspected. Law number 6. Fire alarm systems connected to fire departments. Before Triangle, manual alarms only. Someone had to run and tell firefighters. After Triangle, direct communication. Automatic alerts. These laws didn't just change New York. They spread across America. Then, across the world. Today, workplace fires kill 200 people per year in the United States. In a workforce of 160 million, that's a fatality rate of 0.000125%. In 1911, the rate was 100 times higher. The Triangle fire was the catalyst. Every time you see an exit sign, that's the legacy. Every time you walk out an unlocked door, that's 146 people making sure you can. But here's what those laws can't fix. Human psychology, normalcy bias, decision fatigue, panic. The laws can give you unlocked doors, but they can't make you use them in the first 60 seconds. The laws can give you fire escapes, but they can't make you choose the right one. That's on you. Your decisions, your awareness, your willingness to act when everyone else is waiting. The Triangle workers died because the system failed them. But some survived because they made better decisions within that failed system. They moved fast. They adapted. They didn't wait for permission. That's the real lesson. So, would you have survived? Let's count your decisions. Decision point 1. Did you move immediately when you smelled smoke? Or did you wait? If you waited 60 seconds, your survival chance dropped to 50%. Decision point 2. Did you choose the stairs, the elevator, or the fire escape? Stairs, 70% survival. Elevator, 30%. Fire escape, 20%. Decision point 3. Would you have helped others or saved yourself? Helping, often fatal. Selfish, often survival. The math is brutal, but it's honest. In the comments, tell me. 1. Your decisions in order. A or B for point 1. A, B or C for point 2. A or B for point 3. 2. Do you think you survived? 3. What was your hardest choice? I'll respond to every comment in 24 hours. And if this video hits 2,000 comments, I'll create a follow-up showing the optimal escape strategy based on historical survival data. Remember, in disaster, your decisions in the first 60 seconds determine if you live or die. Would you survive?